Well, what's going on, friendos? Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a great week. It was a busy week. Oh, man. And the weather out here in Texas has been nuts, too. So, there's that. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Give this a go. Kind of excited. Just got this. Love Mortal Kombat. I'm not good at it, but I love Mortal Kombat. Nothing spectacular. Here are the options. The Crypt. Let's check that out. Documentary, that's cool. Combatants. That's cool. Oh, it's probably just like all the... That's pretty neat. Gives you a rundown of all the characters. Meat. I guess I never saw him. Kano. There's supposed to be a Mortal Kombat 2 movie coming out, but it looks pretty lame. Some of the people they're getting, that's like the Street Fighter movie. There's going to be, you get that comedian being a character. I don't know, man. I don't know. Smoke was always cool. Sonya Blade, Striker. Oh, there's more characters. No? Huh. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it's showing you the characters there, but not the unlocked characters for each game. Right. Oh, okay. So there's, check it out. So Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat, which I had on the Dreamcast. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Oh, no, that's what I think I had on Dreamcast. Mortal Kombat 4, which was dog water, dude. Let's see. Music player, so you can listen to all the tracks, I guess. Offline, quick match, online option. Let's do offline. Mortal Kombat 1992, Mortal Kombat 93. So, oh, that's pretty cool, dude. So also it gives you the cabinet, Sega version, Super Nintendo version, Game Boy version, Game Gear version. Let's let's check this out. I do too. I think it's cool. The instruction manuals. Who else did this? Castlevania Collection did this as well. I thought it was super neat that they did that. They did the time, put the time into that. I've never played this on the Game Boy. I honestly didn't know this was even on the Game Boy. So let's see. Let's see. It says control. Oh my goodness. Game Boy. Nintendo did amazing with the Game Boy. Yikes. You can't even tell who's who. I mean, like Kano, Raiden, obviously, but which one's Sub-Zero? Which one's... You know, let's go with this one. Oh my goodness. It is so slow. And right, I know it's Game Boy, right? But listen, this is pretty impressive for Game Boy. It really is. Oh, okay, so I'm Scorpion apparently. I was trying to throw ice. I didn't even look at the name at the top. That sucks, man. You know how excited I've been as a kid to get this, though? Dude, I used to have those little Tiger handhelds, and I had the Mortal Kombat Tiger handheld. And that was worse than a Game & Watch, you know what I'm saying? Like the old school Game & Watches. It looked like a Timex wristwatch graphics. But dude, I thought I was doing it. I had a Street Fighter one, and I that's what I wanted, like, for birthdays and stuff all the time. Didn't really get them for birthdays. They were kind of expensive. I think they were like $10 a piece, which may not sound like a lot, but you know, growing up, my mom had to make sure she took care of the bills before she took care of toys. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, because at least I had a place to sleep. But dude, I remember getting this. I got this and the DuckTales Tiger handheld from a kid at school for $5. Killed me. It is not responsive at all. I mean, like I said, I know it's Game Boy, right? But like, even throwing the spear, it just doesn't. It doesn't translate. I mean, look at that. I mean, dude, you think this one's bad? Wait till you see the Game Gear. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's no way. Oh, see, okay. I was hoping I could knock him off the pit. Alright, let's get out of here. How do we get out of here? Look at the battery light flicker. Shut up. No, we don't want to do that. What are you doing, friend? No, friend. Dude, this thing is running so slow, it's even making the game run slow. Okay. You gotta push and hold select. Yeah, okay. I played this version. I could not stand the Game Gear. I didn't have one. A buddy of mine had one. But dude, it ate through batteries like nothing. It got super hot. The graphics were gross and everything looked sloppy and muddy. Like, he had this and he had Sonic. I haven't even tried to, like, I haven't tried to get a Game Gear for my collection. At least there's blood. I didn't remember there being blood, but I never even tried to get a Game Gear for my collection. I just figured it is not something I'm interested in. But dude, you see how choppy this is? And this is really how it looked and how it played. But yeah, I haven't even tried to, I thought it'd be cool to, like, maybe get a Game Gear and just have it, you know, in the collection. I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't play it. Sub-Zero. Okay, let's see if I wonder if I can knock him off this ledge. I don't remember. You were playing with what you had, you know, but good gravy. If you're watching any of this today is Friday, and you know, we have an Instagram that we post on. I'm not as active on there as I should be, but on Fridays, we post a free game on Steam for Steam, so we'll put the Steam code Steam code up. Just one code. It's a game that like we already have, or it was, you know, we got it from somebody, and we already had it, or we bought a bunch of games. Like we'll buy like bunches of keys, and it may be something we're not interested in playing. Not because it's a bad game, because it just doesn't really fit, you know, what we play. What about 2? Oh, that's 32X. So yeah, Sega Genesis 32X. 32X 32X was different, man. I had one. I thought it was super cool. Yeah, so we'll post the Steam code up there, and you know, hopefully somebody gets it and enjoys it, and you know, hopefully have a great time with the game. But so I'll post that up here in a little bit after I get done with this. The 32X, man, just missed its window. The Sega, as well as the Sega CD. All missed its window, man. It was ahead of its time. Well, I say that it was ahead of its time, but it was Sega didn't do it right. You know what I mean? Like the Sega CD, I thought was pretty cool. The Sega CD was, like I said, was cool. You know, you had, I mean, that was a powerhouse for what it was, but their technology was where it needed to be, but they didn't want to support even to today, man. I mean, Sega's done for the most part. I mean, I know they're still producing games and all that fun stuff, but you know, you'll see at the arcade, you'll see Sega on, you know, on the marquees of like racing games, stuff like that. But when it comes to consoles and stuff, they're done. I don't think they'll ever put another console. And it's going to be hard. I say that. It's going to be hard to find people that are going to want to buy another Sega console. You know what I mean? Like, all those people that bought all the add-ons and got bamboozled, you know, a couple months later, the people that bought the Sega Saturn and, you know, sorry, you know, and then, like, they don't support for very long. You know, Genesis different. You know, there was support for a really long time, probably more time than there should have been. You know, Master System is a whole other story, because the Master System support wasn't coming from Sega. It was coming from like people outside of Sega. You know, there's people in Brazil still making games up until a couple years ago for the Sega Master System, and I think that console is a classic. I think it's amazing. You know, and then you had the Dreamcast, which, man, listen, I love the Dreamcast. It is one of the greats when it comes to the consoles. But you just kind of let it die. You know, and they talked about a Dreamcast 2, which, you know, I'm going to say nobody's going to buy it. Listen. I would probably buy it. Just because, dude, I've always loved the Sega stuff. Like, I've always loved Sega. And I love the idea of the Dreamcast too, you know, but man, there's just so many different consoles. Ooh, I don't know what that was. What are you doing? Hey. I don't know what's going on there. What? Huh. Well, guys, I don't know what's going on. That was weird. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see if I can go back in. Oh, something's glitching out hardcore, huh? Well, that's a shame. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that was, dude. Okay, so we froze up. So something is wrong with the game, and that really sucks, because it was... That stinks. But it's okay.